Sophia was a high-energy positive personality and gave a great tour of Budapest. We spent the majority of time driving in her car to various places starting with Pest and then moving over to Budapest. She offered a detailed explanation at each site and gave us Hungarian lessons along the way. We stopped and walked at several locations including Heroes Square and St. Matthias Church. You can tell she had done this for decades as she has a mental script of everything and continues to talk all through driving in the chaotic traffic in the city. Budapest has the most wonderful architecture and is an interesting mix of classic architecture from late 1800s/early 1900s along with communist-era brutalist buildings in various stages of maintenance. As an American, the long history of the Hungarians and all the occupations such as the Romans, the Ottoman Turks, the Habsburg dynasty, Austria-Hungarian Empire, the Nazis, the Soviets, the long period of communism and then the transition to capitalism is fascinating. Zsófia is a true Hungarian and loves to talk about her country. Now is probably not for everyone as like I stated she is high energy and forward which would probably not work for some subdued, less adventurous Americans, but it worked for us. Our full-day tour of Budapest with Susan was one of the most meaningful and enjoyable experiences of our trip. From the moment we were picked up, Susan was warm, attentive, and incredibly hospitable. My husband wasn't feeling well at the start of the day, and she immediately made sure he had everything he needed to feel better, such a thoughtful and human touch. With over 40 years of experience in hospitality and tourism, Susan is a wealth of knowledge. Her deep understanding of Hungarian history and culture made every stop on the tour more engaging. What we appreciated most was hearing it all from her authentic Hungarian perspective. She's refreshingly candid and opinionated in the best way, which added so much richness and depth to the stories she shared. We also stopped for a lovely lunch that completely exceeded our expectations, and despite the heat of the day, the tour was comfortable thanks to the air-conditioned car. If you want a tour that's personal, thoughtful, and filled with genuine insight, I can't recommend this experience with Susan enough. She made Budapest come alive for us in a way that we won't forget. This is my first time in Budapest and the tour is perfect for knowing the city and learning its history. My guide Sophia is the best. Not only she is born and grows up here but she always has some story to tell you at each street/site/building/statue. It feels that the names, events, and stories are her own treasures. BTW, she knows every corner of the street and will get you to the right spot for photos. The tour includes lunch and boat trip. The Hungarian food is so good and I cannot even finish it. BTW, we ran into a very special military ceremony event at the Millennium Park. Thank you Sophia for a very nice full-day tour. Our family of 5 had a wonderful time on the tour. Our tour guide Nora was wonderful and very knowledgeable about the history and Buda and Pest and took time to explain all the sites. She even helped our daughter practice her Hungarian. Some of our favorite sites were Heroes Square and the castle in Buda. We had a delicious traditional Hungarian lunch and they accommodated for our gluten and nut allergies. Rounding out the tour was the cruise in the Danube, which was incredible to see the sights from the river. We would definitely recommend this tour. We booked a 7-hour private city tour with lunch and cruise with Nora and our group had an amazing time touring various beautiful places across Budapest. Nora provided great insight into the history and culture of the city in an interesting, lively manner. She made sure that my family and friends were comfortable during the tour and even changed her plans on the spot to accommodate my mother who couldn't climb stairs and drove her to the top of the hill to see St. Matthias Church. Thank you so much for a great tour.